My name is Simon Rowe. I'm a full body deep trance channeler. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to leave my body and allow a new spirit energy to come in that has recently been in touch and wishes to assist the human race to move from the third to the fourth dimensional way of living. His name is Zanda, and what I'm going to do now, rather than carry on talking, is to leave my body and allow him to come in and utilize the body in order to speak with you. Yes. So, my name is Zanda, and I have come from 40 billion light years away to deliver this message to you from his body, though of course it is over YouTube. This is something new to myself, as I have never done this before, so I will simply deliver the message. I am from the Mythian planet, which is 40 billion light years away from the Earth, and we have been through what you are now going through. It is a shift from the third dimensional way of living to that of the fourth. The fourth being living within love, peace and harmony, and also really connecting with that higher vibrational self, that psychic ability that is within each and every human being. This is something that we have learned to harness within the body to the point where we were able to bring our entire civilization along from the third dimension to the fourth. There are stragglers, if you like, who, in their similarity with the human race in the third dimension at this time, are connected very strongly with the way of the ego. The ego in the human body has, if you look at it as having manifested the optimum survival mechanism for maintaining the body status, so that the soul spirit vibrational energy that you truly are has the capability of manifesting and experiencing that which is within the universe, that which is within mankind, that which is within the collectiveness of the human race. Well, how do you, as an individual, if you prefer to consider yourself as an individual, how do you as an individual move from the third dimension, that of the way of the ego, to the fourth dimension, that of the way of the soul? Now, the main thing that you really need to be thinking about doing is looking at your connection with life. Not necessarily looking at your connection with those around you or that which you have manifested in your life, but actually your connection with life. The real question for you to ask is, what is life? What are you in terms of life? How do you interact with your perception of life versus that which is the truth about what life is? You will come to understand that life is about oneness. Life is about not being separate from that person who is sitting next to you or that person who you are in relationship with. They are part of you, they are an aspect of you, they are the mirror of you. You are able to come to an understanding of who you are through witnessing and observing the reactions of those that are around you, who react to that which you put out. If, for instance, you see an angry reaction in somebody caused by a comment that you have made, it is simply a reflection of the anger that is within inside of you, and which is part of the overall imbalanced oneness of the universe. And when I say imbalanced oneness, that is not to imply that the oneness is in its entirety imbalanced. In fact, what the oneness is imbalance with itself, but having the dual polarity of positive and negative. And it is the positive aspects of the oneness that wish to experience the negative aspects of the oneness, and vice versa. There is a, if you like, choice when you manifest on this planet to be part of the negative aspect or part of the positive aspect, or you can take on a part of both of those if you wish. In terms of moving from the third dimension to the fourth dimension, the important thing, as I have said, is that you must ask yourself, what is life and what is your part in it? That is the beginning. There are those, of course, that have been asking this question for a considerable period of time and have written many manuscripts and words in relation to that, and can be used and followed as an indication or a signpost as to the way in which it is important to travel towards an understanding of you as an individual, an understanding of you as part of the great oneness, and an understanding of how you can move from the third to the fourth dimension. If there is an issue here, what needs to be understood is that it is not just one individual that can move from the third to the fourth dimension. That is not the target or the goal, if you like. What is most important here is the groundswell of all those that are of the same mindset, are of the same collective consciousness that will eventually move humanity from the third to the fourth dimension. The fourth dimension being an existence of love, peace and harmony, and sharing of the resources that are available to you on this planet, and recognizing that you are one organism, you are part of the earth is part of you, you are not separate from it. So our experience of this is to start talking not just with yourself about the question of what life is, but also asking your neighbours and your friends for their understanding of who they are and what their perception of life is and their place within it. There needs to be a groundswell of, if you like, conversations that need to take place, that need to be investigating that question and raising the level of vibration that is within the body of you, of your neighbour, of your friends, to the point where you can start to feel the difference between the lower third dimensional way of living, that of gathering material objects and gathering all the survival equipment necessary for the physical body to survive from birth to death, to that which is a recognition that death indeed does not actually exist. It does of course exist for the body, but not for the truth of yourself, the energy that exists within the body. Once the body has decided to let go of its life, let go of its energy and decay back into the earth, you will continue on. You will move back into the oneness. Once you are able to recognize and integrate that within the oneness and recognize yourself as the one, there will be a shift in your vibrational levels and you will graduate towards the fourth dimension. As I have said, it will not just be the one that makes it. It will need to be perhaps 80 to 90% of the Earth's population that needs to be in the place of the fourth dimensional vibrational way of living in order for it to take root, to grow, to have an impact on the psychic abilities of all human beings. At this particular point in time, one of the qualities that becomes apparent when you are living within the fourth dimension is that you can exist in two places at once. I am, if you like, here in this body talking to you on this YouTube clip, though there is another aspect of me that is fully functioning in another body on the Mythian planet that is carrying out what is my normal day-to-day duties as a Mythian person. That is really, at the moment, all I'm going to say about the third and fourth dimension. I will be available and I will be making further YouTube clips to inform you of that which is the necessary aspects of humanity that need to change in order to move from the third to the fourth dimension. If you have any questions regarding this, then feel free to send in comments. That is absolutely fine, and I will do my best to take those questions back to the Mythian elders in order that they can best come to a decision as to what information is best to provide you with. Thank you for watching this, and I hope to be back soon and deliver further messages. Thank you. Well, there is Zanda's first YouTube clip. That of course is something that I didn't expect in terms of what he was going to say. I had conversed with him a couple of days ago as to the source of information that he was going to give you in terms of his desire to help humanity move from the third to the fourth dimension. So yeah, what I'm going to have to do is watch the clip myself to really truly understand that which he's saying. Okay, thank you.